Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories, and a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality tests. When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, we're taking care of Grenada.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with care, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with care.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Alrighty, and we'd like to say officially welcome to everyone on another Mikey Live program. How are you doing? How are you doing? So we were fully ready to do the program tonight at the scheduled time, and then something came up, and then I had to try to see if I can attend to that, and then I thought, oh my goodness, we will not be able to have a program because I have to run, and then things changed immediately. Just after I posted that I had to go, the circumstances changed, and so I was able to at least make preparations to come back on the program. All right, so I do have to say I apologize for that. So it is not an intended late start. It's not that we were not prepared. We were fully prepared at the top of the hour to start the program, but just at the start something came up and I had to attend to that urgently. All right, and so I did post that we will not be able to have the program, but like I said, as soon as I posted, the circumstances changed, and I was able to get back here quickly and be able to do the program. Okay, so Folks, this is it right here. We want to say hello and welcome to those of you who are tuned in, and the first-time viewers and the usual suspects. Well, thank you for being with us as usual. So we have a few things to talk about. All right. So the Prime Minister, that's Deacon Mitchell, out of state, and we're going to tell you why, and then we're going to tell you what's to come. 79-year-old robbed. Yes, it's just crazy. And then we're hearing about a businessman as well who has been robbed as well. And then his business had a fire, all in the same day. We also will tell you about a high-level Cuban delegation to visit Grenada and the pending changes to the IMANI program. And then a little situation that happened on one of the stations last night that has everyone talking. We'll talk about that too. So folks, brace yourselves. We're going to be back in a moment. And of course, got to let you know that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of course Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors. Of course, thank you to all our sponsors for being on, all right? And of course, Infinite Contractors on board as well. So thank you for being here with us, as well as Quality Services Limited. Folks, we're taking a quick break, and when we come back, it could be real news in Oli Lili Lolo. And remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliment Digicel, and that person could be you.
Batteries, batteries, batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
All right, and of course, we are currently in the dry season, where we are now starting off the dry season, and so we have to remind you of the importance of water conservation and understanding what is likely to happen during the dry season. So earlier, we are telling you it is time for you to invest in storage, all right, so that you do not become victims during the dry season of not having water. Welcome again to those of you just joining us. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell is in Bridgetown, Barbados today to attend the 8th Summit of Heads of State and the Government of the Caribbean Community CARICOM and the Republic of Cuba. Now, this year's summit commemorates 50 years of CARICOM-Cuba diplomatic relations. Matters for discussion includes the health and agriculture and food security, trade and climate change, and disaster reduction. Prime Minister Mitchell is scheduled to return to Grenada today, so maybe by now he's already back home. All right, and Honorable Dennis Cornwall, that's the Minister for Infrastructure and Physical Development, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation, was appointed acting Prime Minister in his absence. So things that we were not able to tell you yesterday because of, we had the budget matters to discuss is the fact that the COVID-19 stimulus payments will be made at the revenue offices for the following parishes: St. John, St. Mark, St. David, St. Patrick, St. Andrew, and the Treasury at St. George. The payments will be facilitated over a 2-day period. Now that will be on Wednesday, 21st December, and it will continue on to Thursday, 22nd December 2022. And as well, the seed payments will be made at the revenue offices for the following parishes: that's St. John, St. Mark, St. David, St. Patrick, St. Andrew, and the Treasury, St. George. Now, the payments will be facilitated over a 3-day period starting Wednesday 14th and continuing Thursday 15th and Friday 16th December 2022. All right, so we are moving on. The United States Embassy in Grenada marked the 16th day of activism against gender-based violence campaign 2022 by participating in the Clothesline Project. Now, the Clothesline Project is a visual display of shirts made by survivors of violence or by those who have lost a loved one to violence. Now, the project aims to increase awareness of the impact of the violence and abuse, honors a survivor's strength, and continues and provides an avenue for them to courageously break the silence that often surrounds their experience. Now, the Clothesline Project has been displayed across the world, including the Ministry of Social Development in Grenada. Now, Principal Officer Frances Herrera noted that this project will be a testimony on behalf of the many women and girls who are survivors of the various forms of abuse and violence. It will also help survivors find a voice while they heal. Now, this display will be showcased at the embassy until the 10th of December. The United States condemns all forms and instances of gender-based violence and reaffirms its unwavering commitment to preventing and responding to gender-based violence as a moral and a strategic imperative, as a fairness and equality issue, and as a driver of a collective prosperity and security. Now, last night was no ordinary night for a 79-year-old resident. You know, we got the call this morning that a Westerhall resident was tied up. You understand? A woman, ageable woman, tied up, and her home robbed. You understand? So it wasn't she bad, you know? The man them made their way to the woman's house. You understand? And ransacked the woman's house. Robbed the woman of her personal belongings and cash. I'm not making it up. You know, one person who is close to the incident said it was rather traumatizing for the victim. You understand? They said they robbed the woman while she there panicking. But always, you know, they say always, they say this. You don't wait a minute, no such. You understand? I even saw one of the local news outlets even reported on it just the same. The woman take the woman things. You know, they say she begged them not to take her wedding ring because her husband had died. You know, and she said, well, they give her back that. You understand? No. And that's not the only one we're hearing about, you know. We're hearing about another. We're hearing about another incident, this time one that involved a businessman, according to reports of the BB scrap back located on the Carnage, St. George, according to multiple sources, was beaten. He was beaten by intruders in the early hours of this morning. They said the man was able to call for help after the intruders would have left the property. And then he received the treatment at the general hospital. You know, see, from time to time, he does sleep in the building and thing, you know what I mean? When, based on what session go on and thing, and if they end up late and thing, he go stay there, you know what I mean? So I don't know if they knew that he was there or if they were planning to rob the place and then were surprised by his presence. You understand? They say they beat the man, they beat up the man, they say they beat up the man. You understand? Beat up the man. Man to go and get treatment and all kind of thing. Hospital, pick up the man. 2 separate incidents, same night. Them boys and them getting jailed. You understand? What going on in the place? Why is that one boy? Why is that one boy? We are yet to hear if anyone was arrested for the SOG robbery that took place. Well, I know them are confidence in the police business, you know. But I'm just saying, I don't hear about anybody getting arrested and thing yet for that business. So, what going on, boy? But if that wasn't bad enough too, you understand? The man place born today too, you know. The man place, well, a certain section of it, the kitchen. You understand? They say when it rains, it pours. You the fire. You understand? So while the man dealing with the fact that he nearly lose his life, to hear that your place, fire in your place. Sorry, hours later. You understand? Telling me, boy. So, when you think you had a bad day, talk to he. You understand? When you think rough for you, talk to he. Talk to he. Anyway, lady that talk. Lady that talk. You understand? So, oh yeah. Soon, we're moving on. But anyway, you hear what's going to happen to somebody just now. Mark my words. I ain't talking about no vigilante justice. I'm talking about somebody who would be surprised by somebody coming in their house and then they go react and play smash up. You remember that happening in Wester Hall? Old Wester Hall, is it? A couple years ago? Intruder going to the man's house. The man respond. Dead man. I don't remember that. Did he die? I think so, right? The man defend himself in a place. Somebody go defend themselves in a place, you know. And one of all here who want to just, you know, go in people's house and terrorize them, man. Go find out. I don't think it's easy when a man invade your house, boy. You know, easy when a man invade your house. I had the experience of it up now. I don't know where they passed, but here we found out who did it. And it's sometimes people who you know. A man come and beg you for to go in a lime. A man come and beg you for to go in an apple. And to ask you for direction. Them. If you find all of a sudden somebody rob your house, go back a couple days and think, anybody strange in the area? Anybody ask you for lime? Anybody ask you for ghost sport? Anybody end up in a property who's never been there before? Start looking at them. You understand? Because they doesn't come just random so. They just make a pass force. You understand? But somebody go deal with one of all the boy. You understand? People sleeping, they're like a family and they all just gonna rob people. Why is that one boy? All go end up robbing the wrong place. And all go end up in a real problem. You know, you can't do that. You can't be doing that, dog. People sleeping with a little family and thing, you know what I mean? And you passing through window and thing, and they made them come in my place. When I used to live in Grenada, when we wasn't there, rob the place and they men still messing with the toilet, you know? They men messing with the toilet. God! You understand? You scar for life, you know. You can't even flush it. That's what I tell you. They don't even flush it. You understand? I said to youth man. We eventually got them, you know, got a stupid, you know what I mean? They don't smart. So we were able to get them. But what I'm saying is that kind of thing, when a man invades your house, it's like, you don't want to go back there. Take me one little $5 US that I had as a sentimental value for me that my mother they give me how much years ago. I saved the money and a holiday they meant if me $5. Anyway, let me that talk. I don't want to get vexed on the program. So soon, we're moving on. we can expect some changes to the IMANI program. As announced in the budget presentation last evening, or well, yesterday, as the Prime Minister puts it, reimagining of the program. He says, the program hasn't been working, in a manner that it should. In fact, he says that in some cases, the young people are being exploited.
Mr. Speaker, one of the clear recommendations from our stakeholder consultations on the 2023 budget is to reimagine the IMANI program on the basis that the current program is not delivering the desired results. This view is consistent with our position that the existing program needs to be transformed to provide more industry-ready training opportunities that will lead to sustainable employment and livelihoods. Mr. Speaker, our primary focus areas will include skills in information communication technology, or ICT, the creative and entertainment industry, tourism and hospitality, agriculture and agro-processing, and marine services. Mr. Speaker, in this regard, this administration will adopt the following strategic approach in revamping the IMANI program. 1. The government will upskill and transition the current IMANIs into sustainable jobs and opportunities targeting both the public and private sectors. Mr. Speaker, the private sector employers must be partners in this initiative, sharing the cost of the training and agreeing to pay all trainees normal market rates once the stipulated training period has been satisfactorily completed. In addition, all employers should provide an avenue for full-time employment for every trainee. To be clear, Mr. Speaker, this government will not support the exploitation of Grenadian citizens as cheap labor. Especially our most vulnerable. So despite what they have said, Mr. Speaker, an allocation of $22.8 million has been budgeted for the reimagining of the IMANI program in 2023.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Now, so everybody talking about it. Yeah, I mean, I the elephant in the room. Last night, on a program beyond the headlines, they don't have it on GB, nobody. Yeah, I mean, nobody. So, there was 3 guests, a panel. You know, they're going to be talking about the budget. Everybody talk about the budget. Every media house talk about the budget. You understand? So, you know, we not like a business on the program. Nobody had no big set of time to prepare because budget is budget one day thing. You just had to be able to move. Yeah, so it's like when the music, it's like go off people. When they hear music beat, they didn't have to know something was going to happen. Once the pan beat, man, all man dress. And it's down the road. So, everybody talk about the business last night. So, beyond the headlines, time come up now. We have Mr. Michael Church and things like that. And I think Mr. Fletcher, and then there was Mr. Gawaway. So, all right, Mikey. All right. So Mr. Fletcher talk, and then the host introduces Mr. Gao, to make an opening statement that day. Mr. Gao pull out that let me don't tell you about it. Let me show you. But anyway, coming out of that little business, the whole country was talking. It don't matter where you go. You know what I mean? Nobody don't call him how they call him name again. everybody talking about this.
Thanks very much for having me here and representing the New National Party. The New National Party obviously is very concerned about state of development in the country and to ensure that everything goes according to plan. And given what just Dr. Fletcher would have just said as it relates to the importance of a budget, and if you have to critically analyze it, you need to know exactly what is there. I have a statement which I would like to read, and the New National Party notes with concern the non-delivery of the hard copies of the 2023 budget statement. After today's presentation, this document traditionally is presented to all members of Parliament and then the general public immediately after the presentation of the statement by the Minister of Finance. This is the first instance in modern memory where this has not been done. As such, members of the New National Party team have been restricted in their ability to respond in a proper and fitting manner in the short term to the budget statement 2023. We call on those responsible to ensure that the proper standards and expected courtesies of Grenada's Parliament are respected and effected. While a digital copy was circulated prior to 4 p.m. this afternoon, and this based solely on the interjection by the Leader of His Majesty's Opposition at the end of the sitting, it does not allow our team ample time to scrutinize the 80-plus pages of information from a lengthy presentation and respond in short order to what have been many requests by the media for comments on said documents. The New National Party is prepared after the receipt of the document and it is studied to be involved in any forum to discuss said document. Prior to this, we are not in a position to give justice and to do justice to the nation and the nation's people in providing information on a document that we do not have sight of in its entirety. So as such, we are not able to proceed any further in this discussion tonight. And I want to thank the host, you, Pastor Wom, and GBN, of course, for giving us the invitation. But unfortunately, we're not in a position to respond. And come to think about it, it's an important budget. And if the opposition is to make a meaningful contribution to the governance of this country, you must give us the resources to do this. So, and not having it, I don't think it is going to be justice to any of us. Thank you.
Does that suggest that you would not necessarily be participating in any further?
No, well, obviously I wouldn't be able to.
Yes, but my contention is, Dr. Gawe, is that could have been intimated to our producers, prior to the program, and that could have been told to the producers, look, we have not received important documentation, and as a result, we can't appear on the program. And I think that's more protocol, in my humble opinion, than what we get here tonight. Then there could have been an official statement or whatever, that look, we did not get the documents that we needed, so we won't be able to give a good rebuttal or whatever the case may be, or comments or analysis about it. But I think it's a little shabby, just as you say that it wasn't a protocol thing to do. I think it's a little shabby too, that you actually got onto the program and then you say, well, we can't do anything on the program. I think it should have been said before. If we're talking about being protocoled, in procedures, I don't think that was protocol. So two wrongs don't make a right, does it?
Well, I defer to what you have just, your analysis, primarily because we're talking about the governance of the country. It's not about your feeling and my feeling. This is about the representation of people.
I do understand that.
If I was to send a statement, the statement would not, whoever going to read it will not convey what I've just said. The important thing here is to say to the nation that we are prepared to make a meaningful contribution to any discussion as it relates to the budget. But given that we do not have the document and we want to give them ample time to do an analysis of it, it doesn't really augur well for a meaningful discussion.
And I am saying that you could have told our producers the same thing that you're saying, so that there wouldn't be something like this.
Well,
so we're going to take a short break, and we'll excuse Dr. Gawe. Dr. Gawe, thanks a lot for coming for a few minutes. And, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right.
So, well, first of all, Mr. Warmy wasn't ready. Like, you saw that initial reaction before he started speaking, like, So, everyone is talking like all school children talking about this, what happened. I had a media colleague from another island who messaged me, Mikey, what's going on here? I was like, yo, what? And doing it from so if I may say, right, from a reporter or a host point of view, that is, listen, I understand why it would anger Mr. Worm, right? Because here's what, you sit there and you plan a program, you invite guests, and you plan a program surrounding those guests. So you say, okay, this question is going to lead into this one, then from this question we're going to go here, and we're going to come here, and then we're going to go there. Because you have somebody who has agreed to participate in an interview. A session that probably they would have known that lasts an hour, 45 minutes, or whatever the case might be. All right? And then they come on to say to you that I'm not, come well dressed and thinking, jacket and tie, and say, listen, I'm not able to participate. So they're on the panel and they're saying to you that I'm coming here to tell you that I will not be able to be part of this. John, you're telling me? No, I thought I've seen it all on TV until that. You understand? I guess as much Mr. Gawe didn't think that he was going to go down that way. Because I'm like, what, I'm just going to make my statement, and then, I'm going to take off my mic and walk off the program, and then, life is going to be normal when I come out of here. But nothing, sir. Sometimes he doesn't walk out the way you plan it in the head. You understand? You understand? But anyway, we thought that, for the heck of it, we played on business, see what your comments are. So, briefly, what do you think? Briefly, we take about 60 seconds. What do you think about the whole exchange? Is it something that's been blown out of proportion? Did the host handle it well? Do you think a different approach could have been taken by the guest, Mr. Gawe, in terms of articulating what their position might have been? You know what I mean? So what's your say on the matter? Since everyone is talking, we could talk too. You understand? But for me, it's a Jano segment. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like, anyway, let me that talk. So that's what's breaking the internet. All right? As we move on. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boys, so we have a high-level business tomorrow. The Cuban President, Miguel Diaz-Canel, he's due to visit Grenada tomorrow as part of his tour within the region. Over the last week, government and other officials have been making preparations for the visit here of the Cuban president. So they might have a few little things to do and, things like that, show him a couple places and, solidify our relationship with Cuba and all of these things. How these visits will go, So it's a visit that I assume that both Grenada and Cuba have been really looking forward to. The president just came from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They gave him little gifts, something little ting, So all the places that he visits, you get a little thing, like a token and like a toe and like a show him like a thing like that, you know what I mean? So anyway, lay that alone. You understand? Let me see what people are saying here. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Good. Let's So we see some people are actually making their comment. Yeah. It's like coming. You have a nice like a house party. I think like a baby wash. Let's call it. Some people call it like a baby shower. Maybe a little baby wash, you have a little baby wash, or you have a little body party and stuff, and you call your best friend, or you call it like a, the chunkulungs and thing, and they tell them, come over and ding, and when they come, they say, they come, and you see them coming, you get all excited, you see vehicle pulling up in it, you see me rolling, vehicle pulling up in the parking lot, and then person come and say, watch now, I can't make it to your party, because what I'm saying is, the store closed like early, so I didn't get a chance to buy the medical outfit to come to the party, so I can't really make it. Right. I got with me dog, so let me know next thing I lose a friend, so let me put a straight face to the business, because I don't want to lose a friend. So that's my dog, so yeah, what I'm saying is, alright, we're moving on. What else we have to tell you? We're taking our break. And when we come back, we will have for you the national report and the weather. So folks, don't go away. We'll be back, alright? So don't forget, we have the national report and we have the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories, and a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality best. When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. Fit for Life and Allied Laboratories, we're taking care of Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
IMANI Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Grenada will welcome President of the Republic of Cuba, His Excellency Miguel Diaz-Canel, on Wednesday. We'll have details of this story and more in the national report.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
With the details to the news for Tuesday, December 6, 2022, I am Christian Mitchell. The government of Grenada will host a visit by the President of the Republic of Cuba, His Excellency Miguel Diaz-Canel, from December 7th to 8th, 2022. President Diaz-Canel will be accompanied by a high-level delegation that includes Ministers of Foreign Affairs, Health, Science and Technology, Foreign Investment and Economic Collaboration. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell welcomes a visit that will serve to strengthen the long-standing relationship between the Republic of Cuba and Grenada and provide an opportunity to explore new areas of cooperation. Activities earmarked for the two-day visit include bilateral and other strategic meetings, interactions with Cuban nationals resident in Grenada, and a visit to the Cuban monument. This year, 2022, marks 43 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Grenada and the Republic of Cuba. Government has announced the implementation of a phased increase to the National Insurance Scheme's pensionable age from 60 to 65. However, beginning January 2024, the pensionable age will move to 61. This was announced by Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, during his presentation of the 2023 Estimates of Revenue and Expenditure. Prime Minister Mitchell says this move is critical in preventing bankruptcy of NIS in the next 10 to 12 years. The gradual increase in the age forms part of recommendations made following a recent actuary review. Minister Mitchell said there will be an increase in contribution rates by 0.5% for both employers and employees in the new year.
Increase the pensionable age on a phased basis from 60 to 65, starting with a move to 61 by January of 2024. 2, gradually increase the contribution rate for employers and employees from its current level of 11% to 16% by 2031, starting with an increase in 2023 to 6.5% and 5.5%. A 0.5% increase for employers and employees, respectively. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, government will amend the NIS Act and strengthen the existing system to include protection for children of a deceased insured who are disadvantaged due to the negligence of a parent, and the inclusion of survivors and maternity benefits for persons who are in common law relationships.
The Finance Minister also highlighted government's plans to re-engage the JIPA network to implement the National Health Insurance by 2025. NHI seeks to make healthcare more affordable and accessible for all Grenadians.
We will tackle healthcare financing by introducing the National Health Insurance, or NHI. The former administration recognized the importance of this, but as in many instances, Mr. Speaker, failed in implementation. Our aim is to go live with the NHI by the beginning of 2025. We have allocated a sum of $1.9 million to re-engage the JIPA network and move speedily towards implementation. As stated earlier, Mr. Speaker, a total allocation of $114.2 million is provided under the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs for 2023.
Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, who also holds the portfolio of Minister for Finance, during his maiden budget presentation on Monday, announced effective February 1st, 2023, the VAT on carbonated beverages, soft drinks, sodas, and drinks with sugary content will be increased from 15 to 20%. The decision, he says, is to help in the promotion of healthier consumption habits among the population, which he believes will reduce the number of Grenadians developing diabetes, obesity, and other chronic ailments that are linked to the high consumption of these products. On Tuesday, the GIS sought a comment on the pronouncement made by the finance minister from well-known herbalist Patrick Delves, Akim Williams, community nutritionist attached to the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, along with fitness instructor Fitzgerald Smith. Patrick Delves says the decision made by the Deacon Mitchell-led administration is a wise but bold one, given the fact that it's an issue that needed to be tackled decades ago.
I think you have good vision, and I'm going to say that a healthy nation is a productive nation. That's number one. So you can't have a sick nation being productive. And we know for a fact that sugars is destroying the Caribbean countries in terms of diabetes. Because Grenada have lots of it, and Lucia have the most diabetics in the Caribbean country. And because we are on a sugar diet, that is one of the culprits that's causing us to have kidney troubles, pancreatic troubles, diabetes, diabetic retinopathy, and diabetic retinopathy. So I agree with that concept of increasing VAT, not only on that, cigarettes too, and alcohol.
Akim Williams, community nutritionist for St. George's, says the increase in VAT on sugar products is an applaudable one, given the recent statistics on chronic ailments.
What this is going to do is that it's going to help us make a dent. What we have seen the continuous increase in chronic diseases. So obesity has been on the increase, diabetes has been on the increase, and so we're hoping that this will not reduce it, will not cause persons to say that we don't want to drink sugar at all, but we're hoping to reduce the prevalence, and it's going to do a really good job in putting a dent into that and seeing some beneficial outcomes.
For fitness instructor Fitzgerald Smith, the decision should not be seen as one aligned to high cost of products on the shelves, but more so one that will aid in the well-being of the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
There's a spot of obese people in this country. I mean, there's a health issue here in Grenada, and especially among the kids, especially among the young ones. I run a football academy, and I can tell you about it. I coach football teams, and I can tell you about it. 13, 14, 15, the children are obese, and it's something that the government, the Ministry of Health, we must look into, or else we'll have a very unhealthy nation in the near future. So it's a welcome move for me, for the country on the whole, and I just hope we can take more and more steps in curbing the health situation here in this country.
Effective February 1st, 2023, there will also be an increase on the excise tax on alcohol from $1.10 and $4.40 per litre to $1.50 and $5 per litre, and the excise tax on cigarettes from 105% to 200%. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Grenada. The time for the national census is here again. Interviewers will be visiting your homes to gather information about you and your family. The data you provide determines budget allocation for health, grant funding for community projects, and government assistance for families and the elderly. The census is required by law, and so is your participation. We assure you that your information will be kept confidential. Do your part. Stand up and be counted, because we all count in this census. For more information about the census and your participation, contact the Grenada Central Statistical Office at 440-1369 or cso@cso.gov.gd.
Welcome back. Understanding the global disruptions, climate change paired with the COVID-19 pandemic and Russia's war in Ukraine, which continue to negatively impact the production, cost of food, and the efficiency of food supply chains globally, the government of Grenada is placing greater emphasis on the agricultural sector with an allocation of $54.3 million. One of the major initiatives for the sector in 2023 is the Food Security Enhancement Project, or or FSEP. An outline of the project was shared as Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell delivered the 2023 estimates of revenue and expenditure on Monday. According to Prime Minister Mitchell, the initiative is expected to support farmers and fisherfolk to grow their enterprises and increase local production.
The Food Security Enhancement Project is estimated to cost $27 million to be implemented over a 12-month period. Major initiatives under this project include production support for crops, livestock, poultry, and fisheries. Mr. Speaker, government aims to significantly increase the acreages under production by at least 20 acres. To this end, direct support will be provided to farmers to increase the production of specific crops, namely white potatoes, cassava, yams, dasheen, corn, and bananas.
Understanding the rising cost of maintaining farms, support will also be extended to farmers under this project.
Small-scale livestock and poultry producers will receive support to upscale production rates in the form of feed provisions, equipment that incorporates local feed, housing support, and training. Similarly, support will be provided to small-scale fishers in the form of fish processing equipment and training, such as filling and drying, improving fishing catching techniques, such as the use of fish aggregating devices or FADs, and the facilitation of access to fishery equipment and fish storage.
The Prime Minister also spoke of initiatives related to equipment and training, sustainable practices including the development of commercial composting centers and storage facilities for farmers under the project. Finally, in the news, more assistance is on the way for entrepreneurs as government moves ahead with plans to establish small business incubators at strategic locations island-wide. Finance Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell told members of the Houses of Parliament on Monday during his budget presentation that this initiative will provide essential services and training to enhance the productivity of local small businesses, particularly in the rural areas. He said governments will pursue partnerships with the private sector to deliver this support effectively and efficiently, thereby bolstering private sector contributions to growth and employment. In addition, according to Minister Mitchell, government will continue to provide financing support to facilitate the creation of new businesses and the expansion of existing ones.
This administration recognizes the critical role of government in providing the enabling environment for businesses to thrive. As a priority, we have already begun to address the constraints faced by MSMEs in accessing finance. It is for this reason we refocused the COVID-19 stimulus project to support small and micro businesses. As I mentioned earlier, Mr. Speaker, since we launched the third phase of the project in October, we have provided support to 308 beneficiaries throughout the state of Grenada, mainly in agriculture and fishing, at a cost of $4.5 million. Mr. Speaker, government will review the stimulus package in January with a view to providing extended support if needed. That aside, government will continue to provide financing support in the form of grants and loans via the Grenada Development Bank and the Rural Development Unit to facilitate the creation of new businesses and the expansion of existing ones. The Micro, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises Support Program, which provides concessions on critical equipment, building materials, and a vehicle to support business operations, will be extended for a further 6 months from January 1, 2023.
In excess of $15 million is available for direct financial support to MSMEs next year. That story has brought us to the end of the National Report for today, Tuesday, December 6, 2022. Recapping the top stories, Grenada will welcome President of the Republic of Cuba, His Excellency Miguel Diaz-Canel, on Wednesday. I am Kristen Mitchell. Thank you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Christian, and the rest of the GIS team. We are now taking a look at the weather. And of course, the weather is submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair and cool. Any showers should be light and brief. Now, the minimum temperature for tonight is, check it out, 22 degrees Celsius. That's cold by Grenadian standard. Winds northwest to northwesterly to northeasterly, and it's going to be to 4 to 14 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas slight to moderate with waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. A high soft advisory remains in effect. Taking a look at tomorrow, that's Wednesday, the weather is expected to be generally fair and cool. Any showers should be light and brief. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum 22. Winds similar again, northwesterly to northeasterly, and it's going to be 4 to 14 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas light to moderate with waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. High soft advisory again in effect for tomorrow. Actually, I've never seen winds northwesterly to westerly to northeasterly. It's like, it's a tongue twister. I've never seen it like that before. So yeah, it is in fact a tongue twister, and it is going to remain like this for the wind direction. Direction is going to be like that. For today to tomorrow as well, Thursday as well, Friday, if nothing changes. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's pretty cool and a real tongue twister. All right, so let's say hello to all the folks who are currently on YouTube. Raven, Suzanne, Anya, my mom, my sisters, and the rest of the family, and everyone else who's on Big Scream, we just say, big up to you. And those of you who are on Facebook, we want to say hello to you as well. We have Zaka there. We have Shireen, Kirin, Bermuda, Michelle, Suzette, Avril. Hi, Suzette, what's going on? Suzette, are you here? When I say it's nice and cool, you love it, what do you mean? You here? You here and you haven't checked in? Don't let me put on my guava thing for you. Are you here and have not checked in? Y'all watch. You know how them friends will say, y'all watch. Suzette, you mean to tell me you're here that long and you haven't checked in? You can't be serious. Not you, Suzette. Not you. Not you. Kathy, Jacinta, Avril, Cynthia again, Garvin. How are you doing, Garvin? Who else is with us? Javar and the sharing committee. How you guys did tonight? Cynthia, Barbara, Eunice. Hey, Juan, Wago. I haven't seen you in a while. Wagwan. But you there, man, because I see you have 5 badges here. One have 5 badges. What one? Well, he's a boss. One has 1, 2, 3, 4. What one is a boss, man? One have more badges than anybody else. Well, he has earned 3 badges, but then he's a 5-star. Papa. Sharon. Diana. Esther. Esther Wagwan. Esther, how come you don't know your name? You know badge, no nothing. Why is that one? Diana. Sharon, yes, I said that. Who else is there? Yes, Shirin. Yes. Small man really enjoy himself today. And he went to sleep late tonight. He just went to sleep. I don't know how he do that. Whole day the man born, running, I born, the man. And I say, well, when he reach me knockout way, the man just going better. So Suzette, you hear? Okay. Monkey say cool breeze. Robbie, what's going on? Blessings to you. Hillary, how are you doing? You understand? Walter. Earlier, Suzette says she's been crazy busy. Doing what? On vacation? So you're busy, you go to the beach, you go here, you go there. Okay. You're forgiven. When you get time for me, let me know. Yvonne. June. What's going on, June? Who else? Yeah, people say they don't get notifications anymore. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. I can't take back nothing. Facebook or do anything. Anyway, I'll take care of yourself, Sharon and the rest. And Shireen. She eating a lot. She busy eating, I guess. She might put in 2 pounds soon. You think Grenada food easy? When you hear get that seasoned chicken and that breadfruit and thing like that, you're eating until, you know, you're more tired. Anyway, all you take care of all yourselves here and make sure you share the program. Since October, and I continue October, November, and I continue December too. December, 3 months now you're here. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'll take care of all yourselves, okay? And we'll touch base. We'll see tomorrow, God's willing. Yeah? All the work on the side and things like that. Make sure all the organize all the self and things like that. Are you tired too? Want to take your badge on them? All right, Esther. And Denise. Where's Dale tonight? I don't see Dale. Dale. Neptune, where are you tonight? I miss you. Where are you? Wendy Ann, how are you doing? And Patty, how are you? Monet! I cannot forget Monet. Come on. Monet is like, you know, the gatekeeper. Monet, they everywhere. They Monet, they. You know, and I appreciate that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Any live I do, Monet, they in it. Big up Monet. I appreciate you for that. Okay? So, other guys, well, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, God's willing, all right? I'll see you all your hunting. Okay? Let's go! In 5. And remember, those of all you didn't share yet, and I know some of all you didn't share, we have more viewers than shares. So I have a problem with that. Although I know some people can share. But still, organize the business now. Yeah. So anyway, take care. Alright? Monet, see you too. Thank you very much for your commitment and dedication to the business. Suzette, no, you know, don't tell people you beneath. Hi, Anne. Blessings to you, alright? Denise, blessings to you. Anyway, let boy go and take a rest and thing, yeah. I'm going to take a little beat and thing and take a little rest because I wipe on too. So anyway, let's go. In 5, 4, and everybody say it, eh? Everybody say it tonight with me. Alright? Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's everybody type in now. Ja! No! Take care. God bless you.